Hello everyone, my name is Aguure Moses, BSc Accounting Education student, level 200, University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, and I'm here to present on management accounting concepts or theories. Okay, so to start with, benchmarking. When you talk of benchmarking, it's a process of comparing a company's performance, processes, and practices against the best in the industry or world-class standard. So when we talk of benchmarking, what we simply mean is that comparing our organizational processes, our performance, and practices against the best in the industry. So what we simply want to do here is that we want to know where we are lacking, where there is gaps in our performance, and in order to make improvements to our processes, practices, and then performance as well. So we can talk of three types of benchmarking. We can talk about the internal benchmarking. That is where we compare departments within the same organization. And then we can also talk about competitive benchmarking, that is comparing with direct competitors, those that we are in competition with. We are comparing with them to make improvements in our work or in our processes and then practices. And then thirdly or last, we can talk of best in class benchmarking. Yes, with this type of benchmarking, we compare with the best performers regardless of the industry. Okay, so next here is total quality management, that is TQM. TQM is a management philosophy focused on continuous improvement of quality across all functions and levels of an organization with the customer at the center. Yeah, so with this type of management theory, what we do is that we focus on continuous improvement. And with this improvement, we don't neglect the customers or the employees. Yeah, so it involves everyone from top management to the frontline workers. So let's look at some key principles that includes in the TQM. One, we have customer focus. Yes, as I said earlier on, we don't neglect our own customers. They are our focus. We also involve employees, process improvement, prevention over inspection. That is getting it right at the first time. And then in management, what we do is that it relates to cost of quality, that's COQ, which categorizes cost into prevention, appraisal, internal failure, and external failure costs. Thank you. Okay, now let's talk about continuous improvement, that is Kaizen in Japanese. With this theory, it is the ongoing effort to improve products, services, and processes in small incremental steps rather than large or radical changes. So, with this type of theory, we focus on any little thing that will help our company to increase in our production or services. We don't wait for a big opportunity to come for us to make changes. No, with any little step that can help our company to improve, we take that steps. So in management accounting, the Kaizen costing applies this principle to cost reduction, setting cost reduction targets each period and continuously working toward them. Yeah, so it differs from standard costing, which maintain fixed standard, because Kaizen are always moving lower as efficiency improves. So with Kaizen, with our focus is that any little thing that can help our company to improve, we take that steps. Okay, so now let's talk about re-engineering. Re-engineering, which is also known as business process re-engineering, BPR. So re-engineering involves the fundamental rethinking and radical redesign of business processes to achieve dramatic improvement in performance, such as cost, quality, speed, and service. So with re-engineering, what we simply mean is that, okay, let's ask ourselves, if we are to start from the scratch, if we are to start from nothing, let's say we are about to start the business, what will we do? How will we go about it? So with re-engineering, what we simply mean is that let's cast our minds back as we are starting the business again. Yes, so unlike continuous improvement, re-engineering asks, if we were starting from scratch, how would we design this process? Are you getting me? So with re-engineering, the question that we ask is that if we are to start from the scratch, so we cast our minds back as if there is nothing and that we are now starting something. That is what we simply mean by re-engineering. Okay, let's also talk about theory of constraints. Theory of constraints, TOC. This theory is developed by Eliyahu Goldratt. Goldratt. Okay. The theory of constraints holds that every system has at least one constraint that limits its ability to achieve its goal. Yes, so with this type of theory, what we simply mean is that there is a limit in every organization that limits it from making the necessary profit or getting what they want to achieve. Any organization, there is one thing. It can be maybe the location, it can be maybe advertisement, it can be maybe the workers, it can be of anything that limits the company. So with this, we can talk about 5 steps. We can talk about identify the constraint. Yes, if you want to get rid of this, what do we do? First of all, you have to identify the constraint. To exploit the constraint, that is maximize its output. 3, subordinate all other processes to the constraint. What we simply mean is that make every effort to take it out. And the fourth thing is elevate the constraint. Yes, invest to remove it from it. And then fifth, repeat once the old constraint is resolved. Yes, so if you are able to resolve it, what you did to resolve it, in case of anything, just repeat that same thing to get rid of it. All right, now let's talk about mass customization. So mass customization is the strategy of producing individually customized products at the low cost and efficiency of mass production. Yes, with this, it combines the flexibility of custom manufacturing with the scale economics of mass production. Yes, what we mean here is that we organize all the things. Or maybe this person need this, it's different product. This person also need another thing. So we now bring all of them and then we now produce it at once. Even though it is different customization, we just gather everything to produce them at once in order to um in order to avoid wastage. Are you getting me? And to also improve efficiency. Okay. And then the next one is just in time. Just in time system, JIT. Just in time is a production inventory management philosophy where materials, components, and products are produced or procured only when needed, not before. So with this one, what we mean is that we only produce the product when they are in need of it. For instance, we don't produce it in the market and say that customers will come and buy. No, with this type of system, what we do is that we only produce when customers need it and they have placed their order for it, then we produce it. So the aim is to eliminate waste from excess inventory. So in management accounting, what does is that it reduces carrying costs. There is no need to go and carry the things to the shop. No, we just deliver them. We produce them and deliver when customers are in need of it. And also it avoids storage cost, waste, and all other things. Then the next one is value chain analysis. What this that is that it is developed by this theory is developed by Michael Porter. The value chain model breaks down a firm's activities into primary support activities to identify where value is created and where cost can be reduced. So with this one, what we simply mean is that we identify where value is added. Maybe it is in the label, maybe it is in the design, whatever. We identify it and improve on that so that we can reduce where there is no improvement or where it doesn't add any value to the business. So in management accounting, value chain analysis help managers focus on value adding activities and eliminate non-valuable adding ones in order to improve both efficiency and customer value. And the last one is balance scorecard. So it is developed by Kaplan and Norton. The balance scorecard is a strategic performance measurement framework that evaluates and helps organizations to translate their vision and strategies into comprehensive set of performance. It translates an organization's vision and strategy into measurable objectives. Yes, as I said earlier on, also balancing short-term financial goals with long-term drivers of performance. So in management accounting, it is used for performance evaluation. What scorecard does is that it is used to evaluate performance, strategy, execution, and linking employees' incentive to strategic goals. Okay, so thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate your time and effort. here is the end of the presentation. Thank you all.